Well, the 25th birthday only comes round once in a lifetime. We have decided to make it a really big event. You know, over the last 25 years, Virgin Atlantic has transformed customer service and indeed the whole airline industry in the United Kingdom. So we want to celebrate that. We want to celebrate that with our customers, and we want to celebrate that with our staff. So this advert really does make the most of that to launch a campaign for the rest of the year where we'll be making the very most of it being our 25th birthday.
Well, when Richard started the airline, he wanted to be really different. You know, he was fed up of plain food, no entertainment, just getting from A to B. So when he started the airline, he wanted us to have a really big point of difference. And you know, innovation was at the heart of that.
When the brief arrived on our desk, we both went, yeah!
Best brief in the agency, and
yeah.
Very prestigious client to work on, so it was just fantastic.
Amazing, yeah.
Well, the brief was to celebrate Virgin's 25th anniversary, so there was no really better way than to talk about the day they launched, which was just, I mean, they changed air travel forever. It was also to remind people that Virgin is the ultimate glamorous and sexy airline. The directors who shot the commercial called Tractor, they were like a collective, and they were absolutely amazing. The attention to detail, the casting, the backgrounds, the props, they just did an amazing job in a really short space of time.
The casting of the girls was probably the most important thing after choosing the directors. We had to have that sort of Virgin twinkle.
We wanted to make them sexy without being using them as sex objects.
I'd been to Ascot about 6 months ago, just on another job, and the minute I walked in was just that instant. You know, we're always getting asked for airports and or anything that looks like an airport, so finding somewhere like this that really does, and also that's empty for large periods of the year, is great.
It's like a 1990s building, and it's all grey concrete and stainless steel and a huge amount of glass. We had to try and cover everything we didn't want to see, like a champagne bar and an oyster bar. We did a lot of research on the props. It was funny because all the extras, every time you gave somebody something, they said, God, I used to have one of these.
The wardrobe mistress, you know, did a design. It's a modern
brand
twist
new design, yeah,
on the 80s uniform, and you know, she referenced Dynasty and Dallas and all the big shoulder pads and tight waists, and it's sort of an homage to the 80s with a modern twist. So it's a one-off design.
Virgin girls had to be in that very strong red, and so therefore nobody else could be in that colour. One of the tricks of trying to get it right was not to have everybody dressed in real obvious 80s sort of fashiony clothes, because they wouldn't look real enough to be in an airport.
Robert Frampton, who did hair and makeup, also did an absolutely incredible job. Him and his very small team were having to style 200 people every single day. We had a fantastic lighting cameraman on the job, and he created this incredible rig that sat above the girls. Well, it was hanging above the girls, and as they walked through the airport, this incredible lighting rig followed them, didn't it? So they were almost in this pool of celestial light, if you like.
Well, the directors had a really cunning plan, and they didn't really tell us about it until we were on the studio floor. They hired what they called Vixen cam, and they had a very attractive sort of page 3 type girl who'd be walking next to the camera, and when the actors turned round, she flashed her ample cleavage.
And in a red bikini.
Yeah, and particularly the two guys at the end of the commercial got some great reactions because they didn't know it was coming. Pip trawled through lots of 80s music.
We did, I mean, we had a short list of about 5, didn't we?
Yeah.
And a lot of them had lyrics on them. But as soon as we saw the edit and we put the Frankie track to the edit, it just was perfect fit.
It's just iconic. It's just a real feel-good, stomping, high energy.
And I mean,
track.
the links between that track and Virgin are really cool as well, because
Holly Johnson.
he was on the first flight. Holly Johnson was. they started 25 years ago as well. So.
Yeah. And they were in the charts when the Virgin launched, so all sort of fell into place.
Back in 1984, we were really different and we were red hot. It was a way people would often describe us. And I think, you know, what we've done over those 25 years is always had that at the heart of everything that we've done, whether that's been product, marketing, service. And I think what we've been able to prove is that we still stand for that today.